Marti Farms in Vesper, Wisconsin. We milk 300 cows. It's a fourth generation farm. We were milking 160 cows here 2 months ago, and now we're up to 300. We have capacity to go to 400 cows in the freestall barn.
With your existing farm that you started with, what did you have up there for ventilation? What were your barns?
It was natural vented, poor building size, cow comfort was poor. Like the ventilation was not there to the level of a tunnel vent. It was kind of supplemental. I think we had 12 fans blowing down on them to help move the air. So they were comfortable, but not to the level of the new barn. The stalls are big, a lot of lunge space, stalls are wider. We have a tunnel vent. We feel like the genetics are there on the cows for high production, but we felt like we gave up production mainly because of the hot temperatures in the middle of summer. A week of bad temperatures could mess up your whole lactation for a lot of those animals.
Right.
Also reproduction suffered too with the hot temperatures.
Yeah.
And then in the wintertime, we were always worried about ice, worried about cows slipping. If we could keep the barn above freezing, manure handling was better, cows were safer and happier. I feel like you're gonna ventilate a barn no matter what. Nobody doesn't ventilate a barn. They just call it natural vent and then they put a bunch of fans up in it.
Yeah.
So why not from the get-go be efficient in your design and design the barn to match how you want to ventilate it, and in the end you have a more efficient product. You know, your barn is set up to be ventilated the right way, and those fans that are pushing are nowhere near as efficient as a fan that's pulling and designed to pull. Mainly I was looking for someone that was knowledgeable in ventilation, that had some, I guess, state-of-the-art ideas and technology for getting the barn to be as efficient as possible and getting the performance out of it that we wanted. We just started talking about what my ideas were, what your ideas were, and it all came together. You kind of need to bring that technology aspect into it, because that's what I enjoy. Is if I don't have that, I kind of lose interest in some things, and it helps me be more efficient. One of the main things that I was concerned with, that I'm not sure the industry is winter ventilation. With a tunnel vent barn, everybody's looking at summer ventilation, getting that 7-mile-an-hour airflow. But every tunnel vent barn that I was in the wintertime, the air quality was lacking. It was not as fresh as I wanted it to be. So we were looking at a way to try and get the winter ventilation adequate.
Sure.
So reduce pneumonias, keep the air fresh, and then comfortable cows.
Sure. You ended up with a tunnel vent barn here. What made your decision for a tunnel vent barn versus, say, a cross vent or any other styles out there? How'd you land on the tunnel vent?
I wanted a 4-row barn so that we have adequate bunk space for all the cows. Plus, I feel we can stock a little heavier density with a 4-row versus a 6-row. So that kind of made it more. The decision was kind of made for me by picking a 4-row barn.
Sure.
The efficient way to do it was a tunnel vent.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And we were shooting for that 7-mile-an-hour wind. We wanted to try and achieve that with the most efficient fans we could.
Sure.
And try and keep the cows comfortable and control flies. This whole industry has to become more efficient. That's the only way to stay in business. Is the producers that are going to be still in business have to be more efficient than the producers that are going out of business, and that's the sad fact of the dairy industry, is that not everybody's going to be in this business 5 years from now. The most efficient ones will be. So it's from top to bottom. We got rid of that milking facility because it wasn't as efficient as the one we're stepping into. We need to be efficient on labor, we need to be efficient on feed, we need to be efficient on electricity. We got to keep our costs under control and try and be as profitable as possible. I think you just do your homework. From what I could see, the most efficient fans are Munters fans. On all the internet data, the Best Lab tests, the Munters fans perform better than anyone else. The efficiency was on the direct drive fans. If we're running the fan at 30% or 60%, we're more efficient than a fan running wide open. I really like the direct drive from a maintenance standpoint. Just try and keep our maintenance low. it's definitely a nice fan.
Yeah.
Kick on when they need to and seem to be very quiet. I felt like you gave me an honest pitch when you sold me the fans. I feel like you've been honest the whole time. There were other fan dealers out there that there was no transparency in anything, and they, I guess, were trying to pull a fast one on me. Service and support was good. Anytime I needed anything, you were available. Jonathan was available for a phone call, and usually you could talk me through any problems I had or concerns I had. The electricians never really had any questions because it was all on the blueprints, and if they did, you were accessible. It's trying to use technology to push this industry forward. I hate to keep using the efficiency word, but I think that really sums up what we're going for, is that efficiency.